Hello everyone, in this video clip we'll be seeing what is data type, what are the different data types available in Python. First we'll see what is data type. Data type identifies the type of data value a variable can hold. In last video we have seen what is variable, what are the rules to declare variable. So a variable can hold the value. What type of data a variable can hold is determined by data type of Python. There are different data types available. One is number, the second one is sequence, mapping. Under numbers, we have integer, floating, complex. Sequence, we have string, list, tuple, and mappings, we have dictionaries. Sets is one more data type, and there is also none data type. First, we see what is number data type. Number data type in Python stores only numeric values. There are different number data types. One is integer. Int is a keyword which defines integer numbers, the numbers without fractional part. The numbers can be either positive or negative, but the numbers without fractional part. We have one more data type called as float. Float is used to define floating point numbers are real numbers, that is the numbers with integer as well as fractional part. The numbers can be either positive or negative. In mathematics, we also have seen complex number, the numbers having real part and imaginary part. So the syntax is a plus bi. So in Python, we use 5 plus 8j. So those are the complex numbers. Next, we have bool type where it defines two constant values, true and false. Next, we have sequence data type. Sequence is a ordered collection of item where each item is indexed with an integer. So elements here will be stored in a sequence manner. Each and every element will be having the index beginning with 0. It begins with 0 and ends with n minus 1. N indicates the number of elements present in the sequence. The first sequence data type is string. String is nothing but it is the collection of characters. The characters can be either alphabet, or it can be digits, or it can be special characters including the blank spaces. The special characters can be either semicolon, colon, greater symbol, lesser symbol, question mark. All the symbols are considered as a special characters, so those are also included in string. Strings will be always either represented in single quotes or double quotes. Look at the example. Subject equals Python, so it is represented using double quotes, and section equals C, which is represented using single quotes. So these are the examples of string. Under sequence, we have one more data type called as list. List is a sequence of items separated by commas and they are enclosed within the square braces. Look at the example. List is created. How to create a list? List is created enclosed with square braces and separated with commas. Here the elements can be either integer values or it can be strings or floating point values, but everything should be separated with commas and it should be enclosed with square braces. 5 will have the index 0, 3.4 will have the index 1, 2, 3, 4. And lists are mutable, that means you can change the values of the particular list. Next we have tuple. Tuple is also a sequence of elements separated by commas enclosed with parentheses. Exactly same as list, but here this will be enclosed with parentheses, but once you create the tuple you can't change the values of the tuple. So tuples are immutable. Next, we have set data type. Set data type is unordered. That means it is unindexed. There will be no index, unordered collection of elements separated by commas, and these items will be enclosed with square braces. Look at the example. It is been enclosed with square braces. And one more important thing of list is it will remove the duplicate entries. Look at the example 10 20, 3.14, New Delhi 30, 35, 20. 20 is repeated twice. When it prints the values, it will eliminate the duplicate values. And there is also one more data type called as None data type. None data type is used to signifies absence of value, or if the user does not want to specify any value to the variable, then he can use none data type. Look at the example. Phone number is equal to none. If you don't want to specify the value for the particular variable, then you can specify using none data. Next, we have last data type of Python, that is dictionary. It is quite different from the other data type. Here, the elements will be stored in key value pairs. Keys will be always the strings. Values can be either integer, floating, or string. Look at the example. Dictionary is created fruit, apple, climate, cold. Key value, and they are separated using colon symbol. Key, as I told, keys should be of strings only, and values can be of either any data types. In order to access the value of dictionary, you should use key in a square braces. Specify the dictionary name and keys in the square braces. Now let us see practically how it is working. So x equals 70. We are trying to print the value of x. 70 is been printed. Next, you can find out the data type of a variable using type. Type of x, you can see the output. It is printing as class int. Next, we'll see what is that class. So it is showing it is a x is having the integer data type. Next, y is 12.6. Y, so we are trying to print the value of y. It is printing 12.6. Type of y, it is showing float. The next one is complex number. As I told, 2 plus 7j. We are trying to print the value of c. It is printing the complex number. Last, we have a bool data type. Num equals 0. Bool value of 0 will be false. Num equals 12, that is non-zero integer. So bool value of num will be true. And the data type, if you are trying to print for num, it is showing int, but type of bool of num, it is showing class as bool. So these are the numeric data types execution part. Next, we see string, that is s1 equals Python, which is represented using double quotes. We are trying to print s1, so it is printing Python. Type, it is showing class string, type of s1. And you can use the index s1 of 0, that is the first character gets printed, p gets printed. But if you are trying to change the value of first character, that is p, or in changing L, it is showing error because strings are immutable. You can't change the values of the string. Next, we have list. List is a collection of elements. You can look at the example. It is printing list values, yes, and also it is showing type. And using index, we are trying to access the values, and also we are trying to modify the values. Yes, it is possible. Lists are mutable. Once created, you can change the contents of the list. Next, we have tuple data type. T1, which is represented using parenthesis. Trying to print the value of T1, it is printing the values, all the elements of T1. Type, it is showing class as tuple. Tuple is a data type. T1 of 2, yes, it is showing T1 of 2, 0, 1 to 30, it is been printing. If you are trying to modify the elements of tuple, it is not possible because tuples are immutable. Next, we have set. Set 10, 20, 30, 20, 10. We are trying to print S1. I told you sets will remove the duplicate entries. Duplicate entries have been removed. If you are trying to print the set type of set, it is showing class as set, and it is not indexed. Sets are unindexed. You can't access using the index, but you can add the elements to the set using s1 dot add 56. So the element has been added to that list. So sets are mutable. You can add the elements or remove the elements to the sets. Next, we have none data type. Phone number equals none. So type of phone number, it is showing none type. Okay. So next, the last one is dictionary. Dictionary, as I told, the elements will be stored in key value pairs. Roll number, name, percent is a key, and 23 Swati 97.6 is the values. But first it is showing syntax error. Why? Because key and value should be separated with colon. So I wrote equals, so it is showing an error. Later I changed it. Later we are trying to print the dictionary values. Yes, it is printing the values. Printing all the values of dictionary. Later we are trying to access the um, dictionary values using the name of the dictionary along with key. So dish of name, it is showing Swati. You can also change the name. So I am changing the name to Manuja. After that we are trying to print the values. So it is printing the now Swati has been changed to Manuja. Thank you for watching the video. Please do subscribe to my channel and